Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Erica. Welcome back to the channel. Today's episode, we're going to tackle something a little more serious. We're going to talk about healthcare. Something that I know a lot of crew tend to sweep under the rug and try not to worry about, and it often comes back around to bite you in the arse. So yeah, let's get into this one. I wrote this article in 2024. So in recent years, we've seen a big push towards recognising mental health issues and developing resources to tackle them within the yachting industry. This progress has helped reduce the stigma around the topic, and that's something to applaud. But let's not forget, physical health deserves equal attention. Yacht work is physically demanding. Long hours, heavy lifting and exposure to the elements take a toll. This article explores why regular health checkups are crucial, what healthcare benefits are available, the challenges of accessing care at sea, and stories from crew who faced health issues, all to remind us why proactive care matters. We all know yacht life isn't your typical 9 to 5. Tight quarters, punishing schedules, heavy equipment, and constant sun and salt water mean crew are vulnerable to a unique set of health challenges. From skin damage and muscle strain to serious underlying conditions, things can escalate quickly if left unchecked. And that's just the stuff with obvious symptoms. Routine checkups, often neglected due to the relentless pace of yacht life, are essential. Preventative care helps catch issues before they get worse. Screenings for skin cancer, cardiovascular, and musculoskeletal health are especially important in this environment. But don't stop there. General wellness checkups, smear tests, and cancer screenings can flag hidden concerns long before they become life-changing problems. It's also worth pointing out, not all illnesses come with flashing warning signs. Take time to prioritise your physical well-being just as you do your professional duties, says Jane Willis, mother of stewardess Gemma Willis, who tragically passed away from cervical cancer in 2021 at only 30 years of age. Jane now advocates through her foundation, the Floating Florista, urging crew to make time for regular screenings no matter how hectic things get. Gemma's story is a powerful reminder that youth doesn't guarantee immunity from serious illness, and early detection can save lives. All young women need to know how important it is to have regular smear and pap tests. It's the only way anything developing can be detected if there are no other symptoms, she says. Jane is also campaigning to change the age and frequency of cervical screenings. In the UK, they start at 25 and are only offered every 3 years, unlike other countries where testing begins earlier and is done annually. Insurance realities. What's covered? Healthcare coverage for yacht crew varies widely. Most policies offer essentials like medical exams, vaccinations and emergency care, but the devil is in the detail. Mark Bononi of MHG Insurance says, all policies offer different levels of coverage. Some will cover all general health checks, but others may not, or may require co-payment. Some policies won't cover any pre-existing conditions, whereas others will. It's important the crew member understands what they're covered for. Francesca Aram at Pantanius explains their process. A separate email for each crew member is sent to our contact person, usually the captain, with information regarding their insurance cover, what they should do in case of incident, and who they can contact. The captain forwards this to the respective crew member, she says. Melanie Langley of Moore Dixon adds, when crews set up their policy, they are given an e-pack which contains their policy schedule, e-card with contact details for the assistance company, membership guide, and importantly, a table of benefits which crew can use to see what coverage they have. For example, what checkups are covered, she says. Melanie is a vocal advocate for proactive crew healthcare and regularly shares advice via podcasts and blogs. We are constantly trying to advise crew that checkups and wellness is an investment in their future, she says. Now, when most people think of crew insurance, they think of emergencies, so an accident, a sudden illness. But there are other areas you need to consider. Medical exams. Many policies cover annual physicals, including blood work and screenings. This can include visits to the gynecologist for smear tests and mammograms or prostate checks for men. Vaccinations and preventative care, especially relevant for crew travelling between regions. Some policies also cover flu or COVID vaccinations if they're required. Now, don't forget the dentist. Yes, that annual checkup matters too. Dr. Carla Sheeman of Cabinet Dentipolis, I always stumble on that one, in Antibes, regularly treats yacht crew and sees far too many summer dental emergencies that could have been avoided with better off-season care. Dental care is crucial for crew members, she says, not just for their health, but also for their ability to perform duties effectively and comfortably. Routine checkups and preventative care during the off-season can significantly reduce the risk of problems emerging when they're at sea, far from immediate access to professional care. Addressing small issues early on can prevent them from becoming major problems in the middle of a charter. Wise words. Now let's talk about your skin. Now, skin health is often neglected. Sunscreen wasn't even a thought back in the day. Luckily, that's changed. Most yachts now stock sunscreen for crew alongside the other toiletries. Chief Stewardess Courtney Dazel has spoken openly about her experience with skin cancer, which she believes was worsened by years of unprotected sun exposure. She's now a strong voice for regular skin checks and proper sun protection. She says, "About 5 years ago, I had an area of irritated skin behind my ear that wouldn't go away. I assumed it was probably eczema from stress and that I'd tackle it when I got to it. 8 months later, while home in South Africa, I saw my GP about something else. As I previously had sunspots, he scheduled an immediate biopsy. When the results came in, I was already back in the USA and went into a full panic at positive for basal cell carcinoma," she says. "Thankfully, it was treatable. A plastic surgeon removed the lesion and ensured all cancerous cells were gone, but it wasn't her last." "Where there's smoke, there's fire," she adds. "This would be the first of many I would discover over the years." Her advice? Be proactive, get regular checks. The longer you take to get treated, the greater the treatment you could require. Also, amen to the sun cream. I use that stuff like soap, she says. Let's talk about supporting women's health. Cherise Reedman, founder of Yacht Pearls of Wisdom, highlights the need for regular checkups through their Keep Safe initiative. She says, "The goal is to encourage a culture of health awareness as well as personal safety for all women in the industry, so that healthcare becomes a natural part of yacht life. It's not just about urgent healthcare. Women need to be able to talk openly about their health issues and get them addressed without fear of judgment." Accessing care at sea. So access to medical help when you're far from shore can be tricky, and sometimes crew are simply told to tough it out. One sailor shared, "I injured my hand quite badly on a sailing manoeuvre. The captain was more concerned the boss would be upset about changing his travel plans to get me to a doctor. My fingers were splintered and bound, and I was told to play it down and take painkillers. When I finally got to the hospital, I needed surgery. 10 years later, I have arthritis and limited movement. I'll always regret not being assertive enough to speak up. I didn't know what to do, but that's on me for not finding out how medical care at sea works. Now I'm a chief officer. I make sure this is covered in all new crew inductions and go out of my way to educate younger crew," he says. Another crew member recalls, "I flew in to join a yacht for a delivery, but that night I was struck down with terrible stomach pains and vomiting. The next morning, the captain took one look at me and sent me to the doctor, despite my insistence that I'd be fine. I'm so thankful for that captain. I was rushed to hospital where my appendix ruptured. If I'd gone on that delivery and it had happened at sea, I'm not sure if I'd be here to tell the tale," he says. And because he was already on contract, the treatment was all covered. There was nothing to worry about financially. So how about telemedicine and practical prep? Well, when health centres are far away, telemedicine is a game changer. Many yacht insurance policies now offer virtual consults, allowing crew to speak to doctors remotely. Excuse me. Many yacht insurance plans now include telemedicine options, giving crew direct access to medical advice regardless of their location. Having a professional right there on the phone to help and advise is invaluable, says Mark Bononi of MHG. Now, it's also smart to keep a list of recommended clinics in your yacht's most visited ports and ensure up-to-date medical records are easily accessible. Now, crew work relentlessly to keep yachts running smoothly, but too often their own health ends up last on the list. The stories of people like Gemma Willis and Courtney Dazel are sobering reminders of what's at stake. Prioritising regular checkups, making full use of insurance benefits, and staying vigilant with self-care can change or save lives. Many crew also choose to carry private international insurance, just to make sure they're covered no matter what. It's a smart move. Bottom line, physical health is a cornerstone of a successful career in yachting. The industry as a whole benefits when crew are at their best. Prioritising health isn't just about living longer, it's about living better, both on and off the water. So stay well out there. Thanks for tuning in today. I will list the website links for Floating Florista and Yacht Pearls of Wisdom below in the description. If you want to contact them or reach out to Jane or Cherise with your stories, you're more than welcome to. Thank you so much for tuning in, and yeah, join me next time and we'll tackle something else, maybe something a bit lighter. I don't know, we'll see.